first, I want to go over to the show business world because you're a fellow comedian, and Elon Musk, I'm sure you already know, he's going to be hosting SNL on May 8th.
You know what, SNL, like, I would do it for free. So I don't know, like,
great exposure.
What you think you're getting. I would do it for free and can do my monologue myself. So you're really missing out here.
Who do you think's writing for him? Do you think it's just the staff writers, or do you think he has special writers on Mars helping him out?
I don't know, but like, what can you possibly joke about? Like, oh, like I cheated my workers out of pay again.
Well, it's amazing. Like, and here's the headline for anyone who like hadn't heard about this. Elon Musk, he is hosting SNL. And, you know, I get it. It's the big show. Like I get that. And it's on a big network. I get all that. But there's still got to be some amount of facade even where it's like you don't let billionaires run the show. Straight up let them run the show, literally hosting it. And there's two types of people in this world that you really can't trust. Well, there's a lot of types, but here's two very prominent types: billionaires and people who don't inhale. He is both. Elon Musk is both of those things. Elon Musk on Joe Rogan's podcast. Did you see that video when he didn't inhale?
What? No. Did he just keep it in his mouth, or what is that?
Yes, it was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh.
Joe Rogan offered him some, and of course he didn't want to look not cool, so he said yeah, and then he clearly did not inhale and just blew pot smoke out. And this is probably some really good stuff. Now, I will say this, kind of unfair.
Joe Rogan would have the top quality substance, so
I think that's a fair assumption. Absolutely. But to be totally honest with you, if I was in his situation, I would have said no. Like if Joe Rogan offered me pot on air, I would say no, thank you, but can we after? And I would just say, I'd be like, look, dude, you have the biggest podcast in the world. This is the biggest podcast in the world that I am on right now. And I am nervous that if I smoke, I will say something I don't want to say, or just like I'll get paranoid or so. You know what I mean? Like I would get in my head.
2 minutes later, you'll be sitting there like,
I'd be overwhelmed. I totally would. So I would say
like, are you
that.
Okay?
Right, but it's like, and Elon Musk could have said that, and that would have been totally reasonable if he just would have been like, you know what, I'm not really much of a user, and I'm nervous that if I smoked right now, I'd say something off the wall, so no thank you. But instead, he's like, oh no, I'm good. And then he just like blew smoke in the air.
But that takes a sense of self-awareness to be able to like know what you're feeling on the spot and to be able to say no. And I think that he lacks any self-awareness. So this all makes a lot of sense. But anyway, great for NBC for choosing this guy to do the whole first few minutes of your show.
They released this thing. It was Market Watch did it, and it was meant to be a joke, like it's a parody. But they said that they got a leaked transcript of his speech, like his monologue, excuse me, and it's just like they just blaked out everything except for like Dogecoin Mars, and like that was it. So that was like a satire piece from them, I guess. But
that's funny.
Yeah, but
I mean, I would believe it's the truth. It sounds accurate.
Well, do you think he'll be self-deprecating at all?
I guess it depends on what his writers hand him. So I think he's literally is just going to get handed a piece of paper. They're going to be like, memorize this. And he's going to be like, oh, shit, I can't. And then they're going to put it up on cue cards. And then he's going to read it. And you could have just hired me, NBC. You could have just hired me.
I was available this whole time.
I'm available all the time.
Well, do you think there's a chance? Because he definitely has an ego about him. I mean, all of them do. I mean, you can't be a billionaire and not have a ridiculous ego. I don't think.
Cheat your entire company out of money without an ego, I guess.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And you can't, no one becomes a billionaire ethically. You screw over a lot of people. So ego's involved. So do you think he'll try to just do it himself? Like, do you think like will his ego allow him to have writers even? I wouldn't be shocked if he pulled a situation. Do you remember when that happened?
Yes.
Like the Donald. So for anyone who doesn't remember, because it is a minute ago, there was a Donald Trump roast, and this was before Donald Trump was president. This was in like 2014 or so. The
Yeah.
situation from the Jersey Shore was one of the member of the dais or whatever, and he gets up there and he didn't use what his writers had prepared for him, and instead just did his own jokes, and they were not very good. And he bombed for like 10 minutes straight. He did not get any laughs at all.
I love it. I am so here for it being live because I personally hope that he goes off script and is like, I'm Elon Musk. I am a very cool guy. And I hope that you buy a Tesla because I am very good at it. And
I'll
just
make a
like,
prediction. I think he is going to go off script.
yes.
I think his ego, people will write stuff for him and he will accept it. But I think in his mind, he's like, this is my chance to show them the Elon they don't know is in there. And really, he is the type of guy, he sees stand-up comedy or just someone giving a monologue on SNL, and he thinks, well, that's just a person talking. I can do that. People at the board meetings think I'm funny. Yeah, because their paycheck depends on you. Of course, they're gonna laugh at all your dumb jokes when their paycheck depends. Exactly. I mean, you learn that real quick in life. Like I realized, like I learned when I taught college, and every time I made like some kind of quip or something like that, and the students erupted like it was the funniest thing they ever heard. You learn that real quick. Like, yeah, you're being a little generous because I grade you. I get it. You're not fooling me. I mean, laugh away. I appreciate it, but I get it. Elon Musk wouldn't get that, though. He's like, I'm the funniest guy in the board meeting. I should be on SNL. I'm shocked it took them this long. I predict he goes off script and it's going to be a beautiful train wreck.
I love beautiful train wrecks for my entertainment.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, NBC? Maybe it was a good choice because we all get this material to roast Elon with for years.
Hey, I might try to. I mean, I doubt I'll watch it, but I'm gonna try to catch it later after the fact. And I have not. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have not watched SNL in. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember the last time and it's just not something I seek out. Like I'm not one of these people who like has some strong feeling one way or another. It's just not something I consume.
Yeah.
But like, I'm
Kristen Wiig was
actually
my last
curious.
favorite.
How
I
long
love
ago was
Kristen Wiig.
that? When was that?
I don't know. Now I'm like dating myself because I don't know. She comes back every once in a while, and I try to
Okay.
tune in then. But I love her. I love her.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. Well, so it's curious, and it bothers me. It does genuinely bother me that they're doing this. But I am curious what the train wreck's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's human nature to be kind of curious, and I do honestly predict. I don't know. Do you agree with my prediction, or do you think he's just going to do the script they give him?
I think you're right. I think his ego is incredible, and I think going forward, NBC should really look at like the local library, a diner. They should just cast directly, from the wild, instead of really looking into actors and people who have any sense of charisma.
You know what? I actually think that's the way to kind of balance it out. If you're going to let some billionaire host SNL for no other reason than they're just some really, really rich person, you need to, the following week, you need to just pick someone random.
Yeah.
You need to just go to New York City and just walk around and just whoever be like, you know what? You want the gig? All right, you're in.
Yeah.
And that's how you balance it out. You're like,
Like,
all right,
go to Penn Station, just walk around Penn Station and be like, you, sir, you are eating Taco Bell. You have the job.
Yeah, the gig's yours. And then that person might go on a diatribe about Elon Musk. And then we've come full circle.
That's great. And also like the comeback and I love it. It's art. I think we really NBC, if you are hiring casting directors, at Ron Placone, at Vote Ashcraft, our DMs are open.
That's awesome.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make